You're watching Moving Malaysia live from KL with me, Randy Salim. Family businesses are said to be the backbone of the ASEAN economy, taking up some 62% of the region's stock market capitalization. But there's only one inherent problem: leadership succession. Many family-owned businesses don't make it past the first generation. And with us today in Singapore is Kevin Plumberg, Senior Editor at the Intelligence Unit of The Economist.
The majority of the family businesses that we spoke with are either first or second generation. Actually, about 85% of our sample in the survey that we did of 270 family businesses were first or second generation. So it gives you a sense of how young the industry is in this region. One problem that plagues family businesses, not just in Southeast Asia or emerging markets, but around the world, is a lack of planning for the future. And so we wanted to look more closely at to what extent are some of the businesses, family businesses here in Southeast Asia, such a dynamic and diverse economic region, preparing for leadership succession into the future.
What is the typical planning process within these family businesses that your study has uncovered?
Sure. So we found that about 2/3 of the businesses that we spoke with have a succession plan, and that most of these 2/3, their plan is reviewed by their plans are reviewed by their boards. So that gives you a sense of some sense of the robustness of these plans. However, how do these plans get done? The sheer majority of the respondents prefer a rather informal route to handling these kinds of succession issues, as well as other family governance issues. They usually do it through something called a family council. These are informal channels.
Right.
They are neither permanent nor are they legally binding.
Okay, so these family councils, these family meetings where high-level decisions get made, they do not then get translated into proper legally binding terms and references. Is that
Structures.
The case? Yeah.
That's right, and that's kind of one of the shortcomings that we wanted to share in the study, is that when it comes to forming more permanent structures, permanently legally recognized structures such as foundations and trusts, these are not used so much in Southeast Asia, and we think that's a shortcoming. There might be various reasons for that, a lack of resources, a lack of awareness, even a lack of prioritization. But these are the structures that can last beyond the current generation and into the next generation and the generation afterwards. And that goes to the root of the title of the study, about building a legacy.
So, if anything, if there is any recommendation that that your report offers, what is it?
Well, we actually spoke with a number of executives from some companies, some family businesses that operate in the region. A lot of them have been around for a while. We spoke with the chief executive of Eu Yan Sang, which has been around for 4 generations. And, remarkably, all of them had a very similar message, which was, don't be afraid to seek outside help. A lot of these young family businesses like to keep things to themselves, keep it in the family. But the older generation were saying it's worth it to pay a little bit more now for help than to pay a lot more later when it becomes more of a crisis.
Also, it's actually the older generation that is more open to outside counsel.
The more experienced generation.
Right.
Yeah. So, for example, the operations manager of a Filipino bookstore chain, he's been running his business for over 20 years, and he actually recommended opening up the company a lot more to external help, particularly on the operations level.